this thing on? Hi everybody, my name's davidReitzas here at the world famous Capitol Recording Studios, Studio A, and just spent the day working on a Jennifer Hudson song. So hope you all hear it soon. A little bit about myself. I've been an engineer for a little over 20 years, and I moved out here from Massachusetts to Los Angeles to study engineering, and I wanted to actually go back to Massachusetts to play the drums, and I thought I'd come out here, learn a little bit about engineering, and then go back east and use that knowledge that I gained here to use on my drums back east. But once I got out to Los Angeles and started doing what I do, it just became apparent that I needed to be on this side of the glass. So that's why I ended up being an engineer. I'd say about the mid to late 80s, I got introduced to David Foster and started working for him out in Malibu, and was very, very fortunate to work on so many great projects with him, from Unforgettable to Streisand stuff. We worked with Madonna, we did The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston, and the list goes on of all the major artists that we've gotten to work for. And just sitting on the side of David Foster for all those years has just been an amazing experience. And he introduced me to a lot of people that I got to move on and work for over the years, and it's just been a great career, and I've got to work at the best studios in the world with the best people and the best artists, and I just love doing this, and I love great equipment and great sound and great music. I first came across the Bocasti when I was at the AES in San Francisco. This was maybe a couple years ago. Just kind of walked by and saw this new looking reverb unit and checked it out, and for some reason or another I didn't get to hear it that well because I was with a bunch of people and it was pretty noisy, but it kind of stuck in the back of my mind that wow, this thing is kind of unique, but I didn't get to give it a fair shake. Last year I was fortunate to be able to borrow the unit from Summit and also from Chris Spilfogel, and I got to use it on the David Foster Hitman concert that I recorded in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. That was a PBS special that features Bocelli, Groban, Michael Bublé, Celine Dion. The list is huge, so check it out on PBS and DVD. So I got to use that, and then thrilled with it, but again, I used it on kind of not a very exploratory way, but just had it, used it, and had a million other things going on. But finally, towards the end of 2008, I decided that I wanted to really spend some time with the unit and check it out. So Damon from Summit was able to get me a unit that I tried on this piano string project that I was working on, and it was kind of funny because I had worked on this project. I started mixing, and I was on it for about 3 or 4 hours without the M7, and Damon got me the unit in the afternoon, and as soon as I put it onto the console and started sending strings to it and the piano, yeah, I fell in love. So it was kind of at that moment where I just fell in love, and I wanted to have one to use all the time. So now I can say that I'm a proud owner of the Bocasti M7. As you can see, I'm at a great studio right now, and if you look around, well, I don't know what you can see in the frame there, but there's thousands and thousands of buttons and knobs and faders and parameters to set, and if you include the computer, that's just, you know, an infinite amount of possibility that you can use to craft a sound. And I'm always kind of thinking of a sound that I hear in my head that I'd like to get out of my head and have it come out of the speakers. So to me, it's important that any equipment that I use kind of gives me an instant gratification. I have equipment that's simple and I have equipment that's difficult, but the equipment that I kind of gravitate towards is something that that you know the moment that you hear it that you're going to love it, and it just makes your life a little bit easier. And I found that that's the kind of feeling I get with the M7, that it gives an instant sound back to me that just sounds pleasing. It matches the tonality of the music that goes in, and it kind of acts as, to me, someone that's been working with great artists over the years, that they are the focus of what I do. It's to me all about the artist should have the attention, not the equipment that I use or the sounds that I make or any, I like to kind of create a frame for the music that I work on and the artistry that I get to be involved with. So the M7, right away, when you put it on, it just acts as a beautiful frame or pedestal for the music that goes in, and that's one of the highlights that make me like it so much. A lot of people ask me, what are some of the things that you find to be important being an engineer? And one of the answers that I give is try to be the first one there and the last one gone. And then you get an idea of everything that's going on, and you have a big scope of the project, and that way you take responsibility for everything that happens. And I like to leave a good reputation wherever I go, so it's important for me to be aware of everything that's happening on a project as much as I can. Another thing that I've learned is to not say no. I believe that there is nothing that's impossible. There's a lot of questions that come from artists about, can you do this and can you do that, and some of them are weird ideas or wacky things, or asking for, for example, that vocal line that I sang on the third verse when we were just rehearsing, is there any way that we could use that? And this might be, just on a handheld mic in a rehearsal space somewhere, and I'm the kind of guy that has something rolling all the time because I am a recording engineer, not just a listening engineer, but I record things. So I'm the kind of guy that will say yes to those kind of requests and many more. If you don't say yes, then it usually works out that somebody that they ask that same question to will probably say yes, and then you won't look too good. So I'm a yes kind of guy, and everything's possible. I just wanted to thank Casey and Damon for all the great things that they do to help out the engineers in this industry and help create better products and a better environment and a community that is helpful to everybody that's involved. And it's good to have people like that in this industry, and hopefully they'll spread that kind of attitude to everybody involved. So I'm glad to be a part of that team, and I hope you enjoy this little video that I did, and I'll see you at www.reitzas.com, Reitzas. Thanks.